it's called Super Secret HQ, but maybe I should change it to like Ripped Nerds or something like that.
Yes, I
After.
like that. In this video, I interview my client Josh, who since working together has dropped over 40 pounds. His health has absolutely changed. He talks about a lot of different things that he's learned through the process and actual tactics he's used and implemented that have gotten him the results he's gotten. So let's dive into it. All right. Welcome in, Josh. To kick us off here, would love for you to give a quick introduction about yourself. Maybe, where are you from? What do you do for work? Any other fun tidbits of information you want to add in there?
Sure. Yeah. My name is Josh Lagurn. I'm 37 years old and I live in Orange County, California. I've lived in Orange County now for around 17 years. Or 18 years this year. So I'd say that I'm from Orange County now, but I grew up in Northern California. And I work in advertising. So my job, I work as a creative strategist. So I design ads for Facebook and Meta. Basically, that's my role. And yeah, that's what I
Yeah,
do. I'm a very busy professional person. So that's the archetype that I fit, I
that's
guess.
the archetype. Yeah. Yep. Yeah. So Josh, anyone watching this who needs ad creatives or anything like that, he's your guy.
Yeah,
That's what he
reach
does.
out to me. Yeah.
Yeah, so cool. Well, with that being said, let's dive into the fitness side of things. So, take us back to kind of, the state of your health and fitness before we started working together.
Yeah, sure. I would say that it was very poor. I would say that my diet every day consisted of anywhere between 4 and 5,000 calories a day. I would have some sort of fast food meal in the mornings, eat snacks like ice cream and donuts throughout the day, chips, and anything bad that you could think of, and then for lunch it was like Chipotle or some sort of like fast food, could be a fast food burger.
Mhm.
And then yeah, I would say for dinner I could down a whole pizza on my own. And so when it was all said and done, looking back, man, it's hard to think about now that I've been working with you for so long, but I ate so poorly. And it got to a place where but in April of last year, so almost a year ago now, I stepped on a scale and I was at about 295 pounds. And I was completely and totally like shocked and thought to myself, man, I got to do something about this.
Mm.
So, yeah, before I met you, Zach, I did a whole 30 and I lost about 15 pounds. So I was at about 280 pounds when we started together.
Mhm.
But I met Zach in August and then got connected with him. And yeah, just been working at that ever since. I don't know if you want me to tell the audience what I've lost yet, but yeah, I can if you want. I've
Yeah, we can. I thought you were gonna say, I don't know if you want me to tell the audience how we met.
Oh yeah, that's hilarious.
But
Yeah.
we met at the spa for anyone wondering,
Yeah.
which is great. I always
Yeah.
love that story.
Yeah.
But yeah, go ahead if you wanna tell them how much you've lost so far. Absolutely.
Sure. Yeah. I've lost about, so since working with Zach, I started at about 280 pounds and I've lost another about 45 pounds or so. So
Yeah.
I'm hovering around 235 ish right now. Just having, I'm in a little bit of a period where it's been my birthday and all that kind of stuff. So I'm kind of stuck there at the moment, but getting into gear again and getting started so we can get down to, I'm going to see how I feel at 200 pounds and then see if I want to lose a little bit more. But that's about where we are. So
Yep. I love that. Josh and I just got a workout in actually like, what was it, a week ago or 2 weeks ago?
yeah, it was
Um,
great.
and I love what you said. You were like, "A couple months from now, we're gonna look in the same mirror, and it's gonna look like 2 of the exact same body type people." I
Yeah, yeah,
love
no,
that.
totally.
That's exactly it.
Yeah, and to be honest, Zach, like before I started with you, like it was really hard for me to even think like that. It was very hard for me to even imagine myself being in that place because, that when you're that overweight, when you're like close to 100 pounds overweight,
Mhm.
It's really, really, it feels so insurmountable, you know?
Mm.
And what I love about working with you is just how you've encouraged me to think of it being easy, you know?
Mm.
So, like it's been like taking it one step at a time and kind of setting expectations. Like one thing that Zach did with me that I think was really helpful, and something that I really want to like encourage people to think about when you're thinking about going on a weight loss journey or thinking about dealing with your obesity
Mhm.
is rather than thinking about how quickly you can lose weight, like set expectations with yourself that it's going to take time. Like Zach and I are in a year journey right now. We're going
Yep.
to be over a year by the time it's all said and done. Like we're at a year from December, which we had already been working together for 4 months. So
Yeah.
by the time I reach my final destination in December, Zach and I would have been working together for 16 months. So it's not
Really
something
wow.
that's going to happen overnight. It's not something that you're just going to like, there's no quick solution to it. In
Mhm.
order to lose weight in a healthy way, it takes time. It takes changing your mindset, changing your habits, and it's something that you've got to commit to for the long haul. So that's
Yeah.
that's that's the chief thing that I've learned working with you.
100%. I love all of what you shared. There's so many gems in that that I want to dive into. So one of the things you shared was your change in mindset. Like, what do you
Mhm.
think have been the biggest changes mindset wise? I know one of the things you mentioned was, okay, I know if I want to lose weight sustainably and keep it off for good, it's going to take longer that way, but that way
Mhm.
I won't gain that weight back. What are some other sort of mindsets that you've learned?
Yeah, so I alluded to it earlier. I was eating like 4 to 5,000 calories a day. I was
Mhm.
kind of eating my feelings in a sense. I was eating what I feel like.
Mhm.
And even notice like now, not that this is always bad, but when my family sits around and we think about what we want to eat for dinner or whatever when we're eating together, the question that gets asked is, what does everyone feel like? And
Mm.
it's like I have to kind of learn, I had to kind of like change my mindset a bit, and it's like not what I feel like, it's what can I eat within the budget that I have every day.
Yep.
So, like, calories are kind of like a bank account. You have a certain amount that your body burns every day. And if you don't want to gain weight, you have to eat within that amount of
Mhm.
calories. And
Yep.
so, Zach helped me figure out, like, you helped me figure out. I don't know if I should talk about you in the first or second person,
Either
but
one is fine.
well, yeah. But what Zach did for me was helped me figure out, like, okay, this is my budget of calories for the day and I can eat, and this is how much protein that I should eat every day.
Yep.
And it's basically like around my goal weight in protein. Okay, like more my ideal weight. So I
Yep.
have to eat 182 grams of protein every day.
Mhm.
Cool. Awesome. So as long as I'm eating within my calorie range, and as long as I'm eating within my protein range, I can make that whatever I'd like. Like, obviously there are things that are like that, obviously there's benefits to eating clean and all of that sort of thing. But I think that in the past I've gotten so caught up in trying to make that happen that it's taken my eye off the ball of like what the immediate goal is for me. And the immediate goal for me was I was almost 300 pounds. I was 5 foot 10. I'm 5 foot 10. Like that is super unhealthy. And so the immediate goal for me was to like um, eliminate obesity in my body, and so like that was kind of a mindset shift for me. There is like, okay, rather than doing Whole 30 or paleo or keto or all these other like eating program kind of things,
Yep.
just focus on keeping your calorie range sustainable and eating enough protein every day. And
Yeah.
I found that when I do that, it just like it's amazing.
Mhm.
Just doing that, just eating in a calorie deficit and eating a lot of protein, I don't have to really do much and I lose weight.
Yep.
It's incredible. But then when you add like some sustained like cardio exercise, and I don't mean like running every day. That's another mindset shift that I have. I don't mean running all the time. And working out, you're just gonna like it's gonna supercharge because when you do that, when you exercise every day, you're burning calories when you do that.
Yep.
And then when you work out, you're building muscle. And when you build muscle, your body actually needs more calories to sustain itself. So you're actually building a higher floor or a higher ceiling for your calorie limit. So it's actually creating in you an ability to you're actually building your metabolism when you do that. So yeah, that has been the biggest. I know that's a very long-winded answer, but that's been the
Huge.
biggest shift, going from like fad diets, thinking about how to do all of this stuff, to, I just need to eat less, and I need to eat enough protein every day.
Yeah, that is so amazing. Everything you said, I was just like sitting here smiling, like, yes, he was listening. Like, I love
Yeah,
it. I love
yeah.
it. You've literally nailed it. And I have a follow-up question for you because, and I know that you came in with this mindset, and a lot of people that I've worked with, a lot of people that are curious or have tried or want to lose weight think that they have to suffer with it and they have to
Hmm.
like, I'm
Hmm.
not supposed to enjoy it. Like I'm supposed to only eat like, I don't know, boiled broccoli or like, you know what I mean? Like that's like the picture I imagine. I used to think this way too, I'm gonna be honest. I used to
Yeah.
think I had to eat grilled chicken, broccoli, and like salads every day
Yep.
to get the physique I wanted. And what have you realized? Like, I would love for you to give some examples of like what are the different foods you're eating, just so that
Sure.
people can understand, like, you know, is it really like, can I really eat things like pizza sometimes? Like, can I really build these things in? Like, what are some of the types of things that you're eating and how are you building your nutrition out?
Yeah. So what I will say is I'll tell you what I'm eating every day, and then I'll tell you how. So for breakfast, I have pancakes pretty much every morning. And I eat a fruity yogurt every morning. I drink coffee, a latte every morning. For lunch, I just ate a chicken burrito. And then for dinner, I have everything from pasta and like meat sauce, to last night I had chimichurri steak and rice,
Ooh,
and it was delicious.
yep,
The key is just sticking within your calorie count. It's literally just
really.
counting your calories, counting your protein, and there are a lot of great resources. The amazing thing is we live in such a great time for this, because
Mhm.
there are so many resources in online. Zach, I eat ice cream pretty much like 3 to
Yeah,
4
I
times a
remember you
week.
saying that. Yeah,
Yeah, I eat ice cream like 3 to 4 times a week, and it's because, like, Halo Top is a great, I usually have room for it in my food budget every day. And by the way, I don't just eat that. I throw in like a teaspoon of Trader Joe's cookie butter and a couple of
right.
speculoos, those like speculoos, basically Biscoff cookies.
Yeah,
And like that's there. That. I think that's like 130 calories or something. So like throwing that into a protein ice cream is like nothing.
yeah,
If you make the room for it. So yeah, like, you don't have to eat, um, boiled chicken and broccoli. Like, that
yeah,
sounds absolutely miserable. That does not sound like a life that I want to eat. You
yeah,
alluded to it earlier. I've made pizza before, um, using, like, a high protein crust.
mhm,
Um, you can have bread. Again, it just has to fit within your budget,
yeah,
within your food budget every day. As long as it fits within your food budget, you are golden.
yeah,
So, like, you like and this other thing too of, like, certain foods being bad for you and certain foods not being bad for you. Like, you are gonna find yourself like, the biggest threat to your health, the biggest if you're an obese person, the biggest threat to your health, study after study shows is your obesity. It's not about, look, I'm all about you loving the way that you look. I actually don't really care about the way that I look. I'm like really enjoying this journey of looking different. I feel like it's been amazing. Like I'm not super skinny. I'm not like a stick, but but I've really loved this journey of like coming downstairs, putting clothes on and being like, "Oh, I look good. Like I look really good," you know?
yeah,
Like yes, like all about like people loving their bodies. But we're talking about health here. And your health, like when you're obese, you're putting yourself at huge risk for high blood pressure, for diabetes, for all of these diseases that are going to seriously impact your life.
yeah,
And so, would it be better if we all ate Whole 30 all the time? Probably. Like, probably would be. Um, is that sustainable for somebody who like has gone from eating McDonald's and Chipotle and pizza every night to go cold turkey straight to that? No, it's not. And the immediate, so yes, like there probably are some like trade-offs with that sort of thing, but the main thing for people's health, and again, I'm not a doctor. I'm in advertising, but this is based on my research that I did, my personal research.
Yep. You're spitting
Like,
facts.
yeah, the main thing that is going to hurt you is obesity, and it's the thing that you need to tackle first. Like, if you want to learn to eat clean later, like my advice, do that later. Like, put yourself on a path first where you're healthy in your body. So, Zach, I drink diet soda, probably too much, probably a little too much. We had this conversation, and yes, there are like carcinogens in diet soda, and it's probably not like the healthiest thing for you. But guess what I would drink if I didn't drink diet soda? I would probably
Right.
drink soda full of sugar,
Yep.
and I'd be drinking calories. And so right now at this point in my life, like I'm choosing this for
Yep.
now. And maybe I
Exactly.
limit this, maybe I limit the amount that I do this, maybe I incorporate that discipline in my life, but like that is the choice. That is
Yeah.
the choice that I think is really important.
100%. I love so many things you just brought up. And I want to add something to the diet soda point is that, so, is there aspartame in diet soda? Yes. Is that not really good for you? Yes. However, it's in a really, 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 really small concentration. Okay. Like, I forget, I saw this study it was like, you'd have to drink, I think it was like 10 diet sodas a day to
Yeah.
get even close to a range that would be like, actually damaging to you. So,
Mhm.
it's like, I mean, at this stage, like you said, as you're sort of weaning off of like drinking regular soda, if you want to drink this instead, yeah, go for it. It's not actually going to kill you. And
Yeah.
then, down the line, you might switch. I actually did that too. I was drinking the diet sodas too. I love Diet Sprite. I don't know if
Mhm.
you've
I
ever
do
had that one,
too.
but
It's Sprite zero sugar now.
yeah, okay, yeah, but that
Mhm.
one's
Mhm.
actually really good, and so is the A&W, the root
Mhm.
beer one, but over
Mhm.
time, I switched those as my taste buds sort of, like, changed their preference
Mhm.
or sort of,
Mhm.
got out of the feeling of, like, fiending for soda. Now I drink something called Waterloo. I don't know if you've heard of
Mm.
that. Uh,
Mm.
but it's a seltzer, and so I still get the fizzy feeling because I love soda. I love the fizzy feeling of soda, but it
Mhm.
has no additives. They only
Mhm.
use, natural flavoring. So it's literally just water with, like, a little bit of, like, fruit flavorings in it. So,
Yeah.
um, yeah, that's an idea down the line, but I love what you said. I think that all of that is, so great. And then what is the I know we talked about this a little bit earlier, but what is the next, like, 6 to 12 months looking like for you fitness-wise?
Yeah. So the immediate thing, sorry for clearing my throat there, everybody. The immediate thing is to finish the job in terms of losing the weight that I need to. So I want to get down to 200 pounds, see if I feel good there. My brother's about 200 pounds right now, and he's really fit. So we'll
Mhm.
see how I feel at 200 pounds. I may go down a little more. I may go down as low as 185. Anything lower than that, I start looking like really, really too skinny. So I want to make sure that I still feel. I don't want to go the other direction. Like I want to feel really, really good in my body. So
Yep.
we'll see how I feel at 200 pounds. Once I get to 200 pounds, um, or once I get to my goal weight, then the goal is going to be to bulk up a little bit. So Zach is gonna work with me on it's like the right now my workouts are kind of like they're really solid, they're really good. But I think the main thing that we've been working on is the nutrition kind of side, and the workouts kind of supplement that.
Yep.
But I think the goal, if I understand you correctly, Zach, is that the workouts are going to go to another level when we get to
Yep.
the bulk out phase. We're going to probably eat a little bit more,
Mhm.
etc., and build muscle. And then I'm going to shred down. So we'll go back down, shred down, and the goal is by December to have abs.
Yep.
I've never had abs before. I haven't had abs since I was like a little kid.
Yeah.
So
Wow.
my story of how I got fat is when I was 11 years old, I sat on the couch all summer, watched reruns of Saved by the Bell, and ate Cheez-Its. And that's how I gained a little bit of weight. And I've fluctuated. I've been like thin. I've been like thinner, like at a good weight, but I've
Mhm.
never actually had like a muscular body. I've always been like a little bit soft.
Mhm.
Since I haven't had a like muscular body since I was a kid. So that's kind of what I'm aiming for next is to do it because I can. At 37 years old, I want to have a better body than I did at 27 years
That's
old.
right.
So
Let's
yeah,
go.
yeah, yeah,
I love it. Yeah, I am so excited for you, and I just gotta shout you out here, Josh, because the amount of growth and dedication and commitment that you've shown is just huge. I mean, like the mindset changes are because of all of the other changes and all of the work that you put in behind the scenes. So
yeah.
I think
Thanks, man.
it's so cool, and if it's cool with you, at on this video, I'll put like the before and after pictures
Yep,
of
yep,
you, and even just like the way your face has changed too is like
yeah.
literally insane. So proud of you, my man. Like
Oh,
so much
thanks, man.
crazy progress, and like it's all because of your hard work and you showing up. So yeah, it's
Yeah,
been
well, I can't credit you enough, Zach. It's just so good to have somebody come alongside you, and encourage you and really like I mean, Zach, unfortunately, because of my busy schedule, has had to nag me sometimes to get to the gym. It's good. You need that. You need that in your life. For the last couple of weeks, Zach has been texting me every day I have a workout.
that's
Hey, we
right.
got this workout. Like, make sure you hit it today. Like, blah blah blah. And it's really really good. Like, you need that in your life. You need the accountability. Like, and the cool thing is if you fully commit to it, it's amazing. Like, I'm gonna start inputting my food again and weighing
Yeah.
myself every day because it's such a game changer.
Mhm.
Seeing your weight and
Yep.
then your food. And listen, I got to tell you, I've had like a pretty like steady line, but I've also had periods where I've jumped up. Like, truth be told, I'm probably up a little bit since my birthday. Um, that's okay. Like,
Yep.
it's when you've had, the key is not to let that all discourage you and to jump right back on and get on the
Exactly.
bandwagon. So yeah,
Exactly. I love it.
yeah.
Cool. Well, we will wrap up there. But where can people find you if they're interested in connecting with you?
Yeah, so you can find me on LinkedIn. I'm Josh Lagern on LinkedIn. I think for this purposes, that would be the best
Mhm.
way to go. You can find me there. I also post like my musings on comic books and all that at on my Twitter account or X account. It's at Super Secret Josh. So you can find me
Nice.
there as well. Yeah, and if you want to know my opinions on the latest Marvel Studios films or the upcoming DC universe, starting with Superman next year, you can find me
Oh,
there
nice.
too. I might be starting a podcast there as well, so
That's
you
right.
can if you're interested in that, you can go to that. So,
Yep.
yeah, I'm gonna have to call it. It's called Super Secret HQ, but maybe I should change it to like Ripped Nerds or something like that. Once
Yes, I like that.
af,
And I
af,
didn't realize you had a
after
Twitter
this.
like that. I'm gonna follow you.
Yeah. Yes, you should.
I
Yeah,
love it.
it's I mean, it's the Twitter, the X platform is like whatever, but I'm there.
But
That's
you're
where I
there.
am. Yeah.
I love it. All right. Well, we'll wrap up here.